Alright, welcome back to my channel, guys. We are continuing working on the transmission. This time I'm gonna continue working on the underdrive clutch piston, which is this whole underdrive. I think it's underdrive, overdrive, reverse piston, whatever it is called. We're gonna continue assembling that, which is this whole thing right here. I have it in a vise, so it's not moving, so that way I can lay all the clutches and everything in there. In the last video, which it was right here, and by the way, I'm gonna be using this manual, 604 or 41TE manual, to assemble this whole transmission. In the last video, we've been making one of these special tools to use it to actually compress this whole piston in there, so we can put the snap ring. All right, so I showed you already that. Now we're gonna actually lay all the clutches in there and then start going. Clutches are right here. They've been in the oil soaking for probably a couple of hours, 45 to an hour, I think. Anyway, before we start laying all these clutches, you wanna lubricate everything in there. Just remember that a Chrysler for this transmission is actually requiring you to use ATF4, which it says for use with certain Chrysler vehicles. So you have to use that type of transmission fluid. So yeah, that's what I'm using right here to lubricate it. We're gonna start first. It says right here to start with one of these clutch plates. Wipe it up real quick. Then put some oil on it. Oh man, put some oil on it. You can just soak it. All right, when you put it in there, it doesn't matter which way you rotate it. Put it in there all the way down. Sits in there nice. It's important to lubricate this whole thing because you don't want to put the clutches dry. It's just gonna burn them. So first thing first, we got one steel plate, then we have one clutch right here, then we're gonna get another steel plate, like that. Now let me put this one a little bit closer right here so you can see what I'm doing. Another steel plate. That's already two, right? Two steel plates. And then we're gonna get one clutch. Right there. Then we're going for another steel plate. Clean it. Lubricate it. Put it in there. So far we have 3 steel plates. Right, that's a third steel plate, and this is your third clutch. Right. We're gonna put another steel plate. All right, right there. And then we're gonna put the clutch. No, we're not. We're gonna actually put one of these snap rings reason, it says over here also to wait to put snap ring first and then the last clutch. So we're gonna place that in there. The reason why we're doing this, of course, is once you're putting the snap ring in there, if the clutch is in there and you try to wiggle it with your screwdriver, there's a chance you're gonna damage the clutch. That's the only reason why that's there. Like this, for example, you have to, oh, snap. So you just lower it down in the groove you want, and we want to go in the bottom groove over there. So you're just gonna put it in there in the bottom groove, lay it in there, and then this rest you just slide in there like so. Alright. Alrighty. Now we're gonna go next page. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's put one more clutch inside there, right there. And now it's asking for overdrive, underdrive clutch reaction plate, which is this thing right here. The smooth surface, the flat surface, is on the bottom, and the top one have a little groove right here, right? So you want to put this flat surface on the bottom. Top one, you have the little groove over. So let's lubricate that a little bit. It don't matter also where you rotate it, as long as it's in there. You got that there, right? And then we have a tapered snap ring that goes in there, right? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. That's how it looks like. See it? Like that. Okay. Just gonna slide it in there. Did I made a mistake? Yeah. That's the wrong one. Alright, so next thing is your tapered snap ring. Alright. It tells you in the manual not to reuse your tapered snap ring. So if you can, get a new one. Alright. Kind of push these snap ring ends so these clutch, so the whole snap ring is in there. All right, next page. We're doing it good, guys. We're doing it good. In this one it says just the orientation of the snap ring ends. Try not to put them kind of same direction orientation. So yeah, also In this one, now it's gonna tell you to measure it, right? But since I'm just gonna do it fast, I'm just changing this whole clutches. I know already that this whole thing should work. There is also a way to measure it. You can use you can even use what's it called, spark plug gap gauge. You can use that. You can use a filler gauge, and these are your thicknesses, right? That allowed. So yeah, let's continue now. Now we can continue on to the overdrive clutches. You can do this, continue laying all the overdrive clutches, or if it's easier for you, you can lay this, what's this called? This is called Underdrive shaft assembly. You can actually put that in there and align these clutches, right? So before you do that, there is a little bearing. It has a, let me show you that. It has a little groove right there. That groove goes in there, right? And that sits flush inside this part. All right, so we got all the clutches in there. We got the little bearing in there, right? We're gonna now put the underdrive shaft assembly, lubricate it, and you just want to throw it in there. You have to keep rotating until all these clutches are gripping these teeth. So as you can see, it's gripping all of them. It fell all the way to the bottom. Next step is to continue laying the, actually let's put this one on top of it. Make sure you have your little plate there. Before that, of course, don't forget this one. All of this is just a spacer that serves for lubrication. So you put that one on top of it. That one spins freely like so. Now we can continue putting the clutches. There's one clutch in there. There is one plate. And then another clutch. And another plate. Clutch. Plate. And now you might be asking, how come my manual says only 3? Well, they tell you in the manual, the one on the computer, if it's 3 to upgrade it to the 4. If it's 3 to upgrade it to 4 clutches, which is this one right here. This would be your last clutch that you're gonna put it on. We already have the wavy ring in there. Let me see if it's sitting in there. Nope. Needs to go all the way to the bottom. second, let me see what is going on here. Alright, come on. Sit on the bottom. Aren't you gonna do that? Make sure that the ring is not sitting on top itself, because you don't want that to happen. And this is exactly what happened to me right now. And I have to try to push it. Kind of push it to. Well, let me take it out. See what's going on. Put the another one. So wavy ring is next. We're gonna put it all the way. Right here. Right, because it tells you right here. Install the wavy ring. So they are gonna be free, like so. Don't worry about that. That's nothing to worry about. They're supposed to be free like that. Alright. And put steel plate, and then our last clutch right here. Right there. And then we have our reverse clutch reaction plate that goes flat side down. Right. This plate actually is kind of you have to kind of wiggle it in there. Kind of doesn't just drop it. So. Now we can put our last snap ring, of course, if I can find it now. Is this one? Yeah. That one or? I think it was. No, not that one. Not that one. Take it out. Take it out, take it out. Now we're gonna put the last snap ring, which is this one right here. Still spins freely. All right. And then we go next. That's it. That's pretty much it. We assembled it. Works good. Make sure that these clutches are aligned. It don't matter. Those don't matter. Anyway, that's your reverse clutch. So now we're gonna test the transmission that the overdrive that we did, right? We're gonna test it. You put your oil pump in there, and then you put your assembly. You want it to seal all the way, sits the bottom like that. There's these 3 holes. That's how we're gonna check over OD clutches if it's working. First one is going down. Second one going up. Third one, it should just jump right there. So yeah, that's pretty much how you test it. And should work. Everything looks alright. The next step is putting all this thing back into transmission assembly, the whole core, transmission core, and that's for the next episode, of course. Again, thank you guys for watching. I forgot to mention on this one, once you put this last pressure plate, you want to pry up that pressure plate all the way to the snap ring, right? You want to pry it up. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching this series of this transmission rebuild on my Mitsubishi Eclipse 99 GS. Thank you guys for all the support. I would really be grateful if I can hit that 1,000 subscribers this year. That would be awesome. It would help me to get new things for your channel, and with a lot of other things as well. So yeah, thank you again guys for watching. Make sure you like it, share, subscribe, and be safe guys. Laters.